Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here to work on Pirate Arabella by Diamond Art Club. It is a 56 by 74. It's got 42 colors and it's a round shape. So now I'm going to do color 3325 and I'm just opening up the colors as I need them. One, because I don't have another container because I have way too many diamond paintings on the go. But I decided to start this one because I broke my arm and doing a square diamond painting because I was working on so many books, so little time, which I so want to work on it. But I'm thinking putting in square diamonds is gonna hurt. Or it's gonna be, not hurt, it's gonna be more difficult to snap them into place and put them straight. As far as circles, I think it's going to be a little easier. They're not totally straight, which, I mean, whatever. I got to do something. I am going crazy. I'm trying to still do a bit of stuff. Of course, I can't use my right hand. Like I can't open jars. I can't, do anything with my right arm because it hurts. So I need help making supper. I need help with everything. But with diamond painting, I can do it. Diamond painting and reading. What I'm also doing is I'm staying up as long as I can, and then once the pain becomes unbearable, then I go to bed and lift up my arm and put ice on it and all that stuff. I see the specialist in 2 days, the surgeon. I see him in 2 days. So we will see. But if any indication of how much my arm was hurting on Saturday, oh, I hope it doesn't mean that my arm moved, because they told me to call if my cast became loose, like if it wasn't tight, which for the longest time my arm was so swollen that it was almost too tight. I don't know if you can tell. Oh, the bruises went away a little bit, but this finger and this finger, it was both black from bruising and stuff. So, and my fingers were super swollen. My thumb was super swollen, like it just wasn't comfortable. Now, over the weekend, the swelling went down and my cast got loose, but there's nothing I can do. The clinic wasn't open. Now today, I'm noticing that it's tight again. So, I don't know. I see them in 2 days, so for me to call them today, it's like, I'm just going to be careful. I'm just not going to use my arm at all. I'm just going to move my fingers, but I'm not going to do anything that might jar it or whatever. So, I mean, for 2 days, if it did any damage, it did it on the weekend, which I hope it didn't. Saturday, Mason had 2 games with his AAA team. Now, they lost their first game. It was a close game right till the end. They were winning at one point, 2-1, and then the other team tied it, and I think they just, I don't know, they lost steam. They were nervous. It was the first game of the season. Anyway, they ended up losing 4-2, but they played a pretty good game. And then the second game, it's like you'd think they would have less energy because they played an hour and 15 minutes later. So they had an hour and a half between the 2 games. And they did better. They won 11-2. They did so good. Mason scored in the first game. He got the second goal. In the second game, they put him defense. He's a good forward. And I've been saying that since he started playing hockey. I said, man, the kid thinks like a defensive player. He just protecting his net, man. So they put him defense the second one. His coach said, you know, it's you just naturally think about defending, so doesn't mean you can't rush the puck and go and he can also, for a 7-year-old, he can shoot the puck from the blue line to the net. And it's not like a soft toss there. Like, it's pretty hard. He did it once this weekend. Everybody went, whoa. Because for a 7-year-old, that's pretty good. So, and he had a cough on Monday, yeah, he got tested and he was negative. So it was just a cough. And so that doesn't help, right? It doesn't help with your breathing. And even he slept here for 2 nights and he didn't cough all night or anything like that. We did put a humidifier on, gave him cough medicine. So he's on the tail end of it, but still, he's not 100%. Yeah, he went to daycare and they let him go outside without a jacket. So are you kidding me? It's fall. Anyway, we got after him because it's like, you're 7. You should know better. It's fall. Wear a jacket. Now you're sick to play hockey. You know, you gotta have a cough. So he's like, yes, I'll wear my jacket from now on. I said, and you have to wear a toque. Because if your head gets cold, that's not good. So the symbol for that reminds me of a fly swatter. The symbol that I'm doing right now. So I figure the last time I opened 3 colors, I think, and I ended up only being able to do 1. It was the black because there was so much of it. So I still had 2 colors open. So I figured I would work with those 2 today, even though it's not like the next. Normally I would go with the next color. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go with the ones that are open. And then next time I'll work on those. I'll open maybe 3 or 4. Because normally when my hand wasn't hurt, I mean, it's seconds to open a color, but with this gimped hand, it's more of a hassle. I should have put the other color in the other tray, but I never even thought of it. Well, I think it's because last time I did it and then I had all these extra drills to put away at the end. It wasn't fun. It wasn't a big deal. I'm being dramatic. It was good. I'm just happy that I'm able to still get some done. I mean, the angle is not as good as I normally do. I just can't do on my what's it called? The wooden thing. The art table. I just couldn't do it. I can't hold my tray, so I have to have something that's flat like this and able to not have to make big movements. Now, every once in a while I switch to my right hand. I was telling Mason this weekend, if I could have chosen what arm I wanted to break, I would have definitely chosen my left arm, because I think I could do so much more if I had my dominant arm. Because I don't have my dominant arm, it makes it difficult. I'm still going to try and do stuff. I noticed that if I go for too long, then the pain sets in. So I have to do it in spurts. in spurts. So like this, I might do like 20 minutes and then I stop. And then I do another 20 minutes. At first it was the next day, but I think now I could probably do the same day. What I might do also is, because I know I'm not going to do this whole one on camera, I'm just doing this one until my arm is better, and then I'm going to go back to so many books, so little time. So I might work on this off camera too, because I've watched so much YouTube videos. I've watched so many things. I've read quite a few books. I can only read Kindle books because I can't hold a book, but I have tons of Kindle books, so I'm okay. I'm okay in that regard. I don't have to worry about running out of books. I think I have like over 500 books on my Kindle. I get an email every day from Book eBub. It's something that you sign up for, and it's books that are on sale every day. And a lot of times it would be books that I was interested in anyway, and for like $1.99, $2.99. So I usually get them, and then I don't need to get the physical book. I'm okay with just having the ebook on a lot of them. Right now, I'm reading Reborn Yesterday by Tessa Bailey. A lot of people read that, and they just absolutely loved it. And it is about vampires. It just reminds me of the Vampire Diaries or Twilight, although it's much better than Twilight, but just reminds me of that so much. I think I have 130 pages left. It's 377 page. So I might finish that today. I'm thinking. I have an appointment this afternoon for a massage. I don't know how that's going to go. I texted her on Friday. I'm like, okay, I have a broken arm. I don't know if I can lay on my stomach to do my back, but my right shoulder is in so much pain, and I think it's from the weight of this thing. It must be at least 5 pounds. So the weight of this cast is ridiculous. So I have an appointment at 3:30. Hopefully she can work on my upper back. Maybe I can lay on my side. I don't know. We'll figure something out. And then on Wednesday, and then on Tuesday, Mason has hockey at 5 o'clock till 6. It's a hockey school. And it's a school that you get invited to. Like you don't sign up for it. It's by invitation only. And so he was invited to it last year. He's invited to it again this year. And it's every Tuesday, 5 to 6, and they develop their skills. It's a really good hockey school. And so I go see him every Tuesday. My husband is one of the coaches. And on Wednesday, I go see the ortho surgeon. And then, yeah, we'll know from there. And then Thursday, Friday should be kind of just not too much going on. Yesterday, which was Sunday, I worked on two videos. So I got them all edited, which normally that would have taken me, I don't know, maybe an hour, because editing takes a long time. It took me a good 3 hours, maybe an hour and a half normally, and it took me 3 hours because I have to edit with my left hand. I'm getting better. My left arm is going to be, maybe, you know, I'll be able to use both hands because I'm even trying to write. I mean, I'm not going to journal in my scrapbooks with my left hand. No, it's not that good, but I'm trying to write like grocery lists and that kind of stuff with my left hand. So I'm really giving my left hand a good workout. I bet you my left shoulder is going to hurt because it's not used to putting so much effort. I have to say though, with scrapbooking, you do use both your hands, so that's probably what has helped me quite a bit, that I'm able to use my left hand so much. Just gonna try and do this color in 775, and that'll be good for today. Like I said, I might try to do some on my own without filming. Just because I do it in my kitchen, I find it hard to find time when it's quiet. This morning I slept in, and yesterday I had a nap. It's like, what? And Friday I had a nap. Yesterday I think I had a nap because Saturday I went to Mason's games. He had 2 games, so we were gone like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours. And we had a Wildcats game to go that night. I was like, there's no way I can go. I'm in so much pain. So I didn't go. Mason and Dave went to the game. It's supposed to be a really good game, but it is what it is right now. I can't do everything I want. So we have a few left of these. Somebody came out of the bedroom, so it gave me a minute to get the next tray ready. So that was like a blue-gray. I'm just looking to see if there's any more of those. I don't think so. There's not, I mean, there's 42 colors, so it's not as if. So the next one is 775. Is it? Okay, what did I do? I put the same color. That's the same color. So that didn't help. I didn't get it ready. I'm like, that looks like the same color. That's because it is the same color. It's a good thing I noticed. This is 775. And that's the 2 lines here, like a equals line. So we'll do that, and I think that will be it for today. Go and try to find something else that I can do. I have to do a voiceover. The video for tomorrow is ready. That one's ready. It's what's that? Paper there? Oh, there is. It's not cut straight. I'm like, what is going on? Ugh. My elbow laid on the on button or off button. There. So yeah, I got that video ready for tomorrow. I just gotta do the voiceover for today's video. So I might do that right after this so that it's done And then schedule for the one for tomorrow. And that'll be done. And this one will be for Thursday. And I'll have to get ready the one for Wednesday. Oh, I think, is that upside down? No. Okay, I thought I cut enough of that stuff to be out of the way, but I guess not. Oh. Although, right now I cut it so it's not on there, and because there's diamonds everywhere, this is not staying on there very well, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Hopefully it won't take me too long to get this area done so it doesn't need a cover. I'll try to put a half hour on it this afternoon without filming. Like I said, I don't plan on doing this whole thing on YouTube because I plan on going back to So Many Books, So Little Times because I want that one. Oh, for the love of Pete. I want to get that one done and framed and put up in my room. I can't even remember how many I have done. I think I have like not very many. I think I have like 10 or 11 done. Out of hundreds. I must have like 10 that I'm working on. So I gotta work on finishing some of these up. So pick one and just say, okay, I'm not, working on any other until it's done. My only thing was, of all the diamond painting I was working on, they're all square. I had one round one and I finished that one. It was Blue Zion from Diamond Art Club, and I finished that one. So that one is done. That was the only round one I was working on because I do prefer squares. Although lately I've noticed I bought quite a few round ones, and that's because they don't come in squares. That's my only, with Diamond Art Club is that they either offer it in round or they offer it in square. Like you can't choose. I want square, I want round. So that's the only thing. I understand maybe that they only want to offer one size because they find that that's the size that it maybe looks better in, or, there's nothing more disappointing than when you get one and it's too small. And then it doesn't look good when you're done with it. It looks terrible. So I'd rather have the right size. But I'd like to be able to choose whether I want round or square. I do find that the square looks better when it's done. And that's a personal preference, right? Some people, that was crooked. Some people only do rounds. They like the round, the way it shines better because it's faceted more. So it shines, it has more of a glitter. For me, it's not really the glitter that I like. I like that the squares are basically like little pixels on a picture. So it, to me, it looks more like a picture at the end than the rounds do. And I find it more satisfying when I'm putting it together too, because it's, when you finish the thing, it kind of snaps together, and I'm like, oh, yes, like that. Another book that I'm reading is Come Tumbling Down by Seanan McGuire, which is the 4th book or the 5th book, I don't even know, in the Wayward Children series. And after this one, I think I'm going to be caught up. I think the next one comes out in January, so I'll be ready for the next one. Again, it's a cute little, they say it's an adult story. I don't see where it's adult, but okay. To me, it's more like I don't know, maybe there is some content that's more adult, but the story itself, I find is very middle grade. And, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, for me, and a lot of people are, rating it 5-star. For me, it's like a 3.5. It's okay. I'm enjoying it. And I don't mind middle grade. Like what was it? Percy Jackson. I read the whole first 5 books. I got to start the 2nd series there this upcoming year. I don't think I'm going to start it this year just because I won't be able to finish it. I'm funny that way. I like to try to finish series in the same year if I can. I won't be able to finish all the series that I started this year, but I made a pretty good dent in them, the ones that I started. And like the one I'm reading right now, Reborn Yesterday, it's a duology. The 2nd book just came out and I already have it in digital on my Kindle. So as soon as I finish this one, I'm going to read the other one. And the Wayward Children, as soon as I finished one, I would start with the other one. The next book I'm going to start is in another series is The Toll by Neil Schusterman. I want to get that one done, that series done in November. So that'll be done. And then I think the only series that I haven't made progress in it for a while is the, what's his name? J. Christoph. So I'll have to read the 2nd and 3rd book. I can't even remember what the first one was. But it's an adult fantasy. I read the first book. I really enjoyed it. I have the other 2. For some reason, I don't like reading 2 fantasies at the same time. Just like, because I really like to be able to put a difference between the 2 fantasies. Even though sometimes they're very different, it's still like there was once I was reading, and in the 2 different books, they had this same name of character. Well, that made it really confusing. So is that, let's say if it was Daniel, is that Daniel from this series or that series? I kept mixing them up because it was the same. So I had to put one down and finish one, and then I went and finished the other one after, because it was just too confusing. Okay, we're closing in. And I will definitely stop there today. What am I watching? Oh, well, I'm surprised all the fall shows are back on. So we watched the first 2 episodes of The Good Doctor. All I'm going to say is, oof, hard-hitting, really hard to watch, because it was like real stuff. But we ended up watching, both back to back. And I said to my husband, I said, I don't know if this is a good idea. Like freaking out even more now. But so we watched that. The Amazing Race, which it was filmed before everything happened, so it's just weird seeing them and traveling all over the world and all that. But it was always one of my favorite shows, so we love watching it. So we're all caught up on that one. And I think, yeah, we're caught up on The Good Doctor. Grey's Anatomy started last week. Station 19, haven't watched it yet. Probably watch that tonight. And then, what else? What else? Watching a lot of YouTube. Big family cooking and stuff. I love that. Ooh, I watched Six Sister stuff, and they do a lot of Instant Pot recipes and just recipes in general. And last week she did a live. I didn't catch her live, but I saw the thing after, and it was, instead of stuffed pepper, she did a pepper soup, and it didn't end up like a soup. It was more like the stuffing that you would put inside of the stuffed pepper, but it was delicious. I am going to be making that again. That was so good. I tweaked it too. I always tweak recipes. We doubled the amount first, and then we added a few spices. What I'm going to have to do is print the recipe and then also put down what the different thing that I did. And I put habanero peppers in it to make it a little spicier. We could have put more habanero peppers, but we didn't. And it made a huge, like it filled the entire 6-quart. And it's gone. Like, not a bite of it is left. It was ate as leftovers the next day, so love it when I find a new recipe like that. So that's a keeper. I'm trying all kinds of new recipes, and then I ask, okay, is that a keeper? Is that something that we, keep in the arsenal and make once a month? Or if you have enough recipes, then it'd be like, okay, it's not like you're eating the same thing over and over again. I said, okay, for tomorrow night, how about if you go get hot dogs and hot dog buns? That's all I have the energy to do, I think. So I think that's what we're gonna have. We were gonna have salmon last night and baby potatoes, and when my husband thawed out the salmon, it was not good, and I don't know what the heck happened, but so we had to throw out a $20-some salmon. That's breaks my heart. Hate that, throwing out food. But we would have definitely gotten sick, right? It was bad. So we had ribs again, because that was the quickest thing that we could add with baked baby potatoes. Okay. Did you notice the first day I was using my left hand to guide, and now I can, oh, there's nothing on there. Like, why isn't it? Oh, there's nothing on there. Now I can go and put it on with my with my hand alone. If I need to squish it over, or, you know, I use my left hand because I don't want any kind of jerking done with my right arm, because, ooh, she hurts. Like I said, this weekend, I said to my husband, I think the pain was as bad as the day I broke it. And I don't understand. But it seems a little better today. I'm gonna stay up for a bit, and then I'm gonna go lay down again and take it easy. And I have, you know, nothing that I have to do, right? I want to keep up on my YouTube channel, but I have a few videos ahead, so I can take it easy for until I see the surgeon on Wednesday. There, we're closing in, we're closing in. It's starting to look like actually something. So I think what I'm going to do, which I like to do, is I'll figure out which color I want to do next, and then I'll open the bag and find a smaller bag to put them in. I was going to order another container for this. I'm like, oh my goodness, like, starting to have too many containers. What you need to do is finish some diamond paintings, and I don't want to take all the diamonds out. Like, that's just insane. And put them in little baggies and then replace it. No, it's too much work. Maybe that's something I can do this week, is go through, figure out which ones that I've started, how far I'm into each one, and then do my so many books, so little time on video, and then this one too, until I can get back to my so many books, so little time, and then the rest just put time on it. I should try the square ones too. Try and see if I can do it with my left hand, because this was at the beginning when I was using my left hand. It was pretty shaky. It's pretty good right now. Oop, that flipped. Okay. Come on. It's gonna need some more wax here. Okay. Let's try to do a few more with this hand. Poor Mason, he loves playing forward, but a lot of kids at his age, like in hockey, a lot of kids at his age don't understand the positions, and especially defense, and he's really good at it. It's something they didn't even have to teach him. He just knows, like, we can't all be at the net. Like, there has to be someone that guards the blue line. So there's supposed to be two of them. And like when the guy he was on the line with would rush in, he would go and he would like stand in the middle of the ice. Like, they wouldn't even have to tell him, you know, don't just cover one side. You need to be in the middle. But I think he's going to make a good little defense. We're trying to tell him, like, just because you're defense doesn't mean that you can't rush in and shoot on net and then go back to your position, right? So there. Hey. Almost done. I was just happy that we were able to go watch him. I made sure the arena it was a small arena, but there was quite a bit of seating. And I went on the side where there was like nobody. It was just basically us. And that's the way I wanted it. I mean, it's sad that you can't sit with the parents from your team, but it's not worth it. Not worth it. So and apparently they're going to be playing a lot. They're playing November 29th. They have an all-day thing on November 29th. They have a tournament on December 20th. They have a tournament on December 27th. They have something on November 28th. It's an all-day thing. It's called an ID camp. That's where they pick their AAA teams. And it's developing other players too, so, which is good. So that'll be good. It's a good thing he loves hockey. It's not something that we say, we've signed you up. We always say, okay, Mason, there's this. Do you want to do it? Yes. Hockey every day, all the time, is what he says. Oops, there was nothing there. And again. And then he goes and sees we bought him a season ticket for our junior team. And he goes to see them play with us all the time. Loves it. Loves it, loves it, loves it. So it's awesome. Come on. We're on the home stretch. We're on the home stretch. Oh, if I would just grab one. Uh-oh. A few casualties here. Oh, well, I don't want to put... I don't think I'm going to have a choice. I didn't want to put any more wax, but... there was nothing left, I don't think. We are on the home stretch. So do you guys work only one at a time, one diamond painting at a time, or do you work on several? I think, I'm like that with books too. Like I shouldn't say most people, a lot of people read one book at a time. And once they finish, they move on to the next. I seem to have different books going on at the same time. Right now, usually I have a physical book. Right now, I don't have a physical book because I can't hold a book, but so I'm wondering if that's just how my personality is. I like to have several things going on at the same time, so if I get kind of bored with one, I can just move on to the next. I'm kind of thinking that's what it is. I'm going to do that last line down here because eventually I'm going to push down this paper because it wasn't right on the line. Okay, almost done. Nothing on it. And that's upside down. Oh. Yeah, you can tell my hand is getting tired. Then I put it on the wrong one. There. Here. There. Okay, so I'm going to end it here. I think next time I'll probably do those because there's a lot, and maybe the ones, and then I'll tackle. We'll see. All right, so that's it. Hopefully next time I'll get another big chunk done. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.